Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
How you doing?
It is. How's it going, my friend? It's like I've never seen you.
I know. I'll just pretend the last 10 minutes never happened.
What happened the last 10 minutes? Here, should I actually make a screen like this so we can see the. No, we're too tiny now. Far too wee now. What about this? Nah, we go. Made a backdrop for no reason. Even
Leave it
there.
like that. Leave it like
Aye,
that.
right. It's size as man. Tiny. There we go. Sorted. Thank you to everybody tuning in with us right now. You'll see that J-Mac looks a wee bit different. And the reason being is because he's at the bottom of the sea. So Matthewman's filling in for the night.
You keep joking about that.
Manifesting. Manifesting. Andy Gibb, my man, says hello, guys. Long time. Lovely to see you, Andy. Stick around. We've got some cool stuff coming up. Cool wee announcement I'm actually going to drop on this podcast before anybody even knows. Well, before a couple folk know. Because some folk already know. I'll drop that news in a minute. But aye, Matthewman's stepping in the night. And when I said to Matthewman, I was like, here, J-Mac's away into the ocean for a bit. I thought, will I do a show or will I not? I thought, but then I thought, if Matthewman's free, we'll do a show. And I says, Matthewman, pick whatever film you want and we'll do what you want. And as you can see, ladies and gents, tonight's episode is Killer Klowns for Outer Space.
See when you sent me that message about just pick what film you want, I was like, oh, I could get in here. And my brain went everywhere and I thought, what can I get him to watch? And then I thought, I'll pick something that I know J-Mac would hate and he wouldn't like. And I thought, I'll just go with this because it genuinely is one of my favourite films.
Mate, I think J-Mac would like this. I don't think he would hate it. And another thing is, I thought we were definitely ending up with fatal deviation. I thought that's where we were going to go.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Nice to put a face to the name. Aye, Matthewman's been on here a few times, a good few times. But aye, this is Matthewman, the creative, artistic fucking guru, mate. Speaking of some of Matthewman's guru artistic wizardry, I have a special podcast coming out on Tuesday. Anybody that follows my other venture, Mic Check with Mr. Anderson, where I am the host of Mr. Anderson / Kennedy from WWE. I host his podcast where he talks about his time in the business, etc., etc., etc. If you've been paying attention to that, you'll see that this week for episode 3, we have a very special guest. And Matthewman done us the honour of creating some really cool work. And the thumbnail for this episode coming up, dropping on Tuesday, you can see me chat with nobody but the Undertaker. That's right. Head over to Mic Check with Mr. Anderson, if you haven't already, and see on Tuesday me chatting with Undertaker and Mr. Kennedy / Anderson. Connor's there, I know.
that photo, see the photo in the top right, that's a belter.
Yeah, I know.
Knocked him right out.
I know. Some of those photos were excellent, eh? But it's one of those touch me moments. No, I know one of them. It's one of those pinch me moments where I'm like, man, I sat and spoke to the Undertaker for an hour. What the absolute hell? Andy says, no way, the Undertaker, mate, 100%. This Tuesday, you'll see the episode where Undertaker sat with me and Mr. Kennedy and Connor for a full hour chatting about his career. It's phenomenal. Matthew, you've halfway through seeing it, haven't you?
I've watched most of it, aye.
I
think I was dozing, to be honest. But
is it that bad?
It's still, I was going to keep it for when I was in work, but it still kind of blows my mind that like you got him on the show. But
Crazy.
Where do you go for there?
Well, there are a few. So this coming this coming Tuesday, I'm sitting down with another WWE superstar who's no longer in WWE. And on the 29th, which is my birthday, I'll be sitting with a Hall of Famer, another Hall of Famer, which is phenomenal for me because let's just say he has the three I's: intensity, integrity, and what was the other one?
Milk.
No, that's not an I, but yeah, the craziness. Reign of Horror, hope all's well, mate. You need to jump on this show at some point. We'll definitely talk about something cool. Was just saying that on Tuesday, my interview with The Undertaker, Mr. Kennedy, goes live. So make sure all of these are. Look at me using this podcast to throw traffic the other way. Don't worry, I'll do the same over there as well, so it might get a wee bit crowded here.
Did you ask Ken if he'd ever seen Killer Klowns?
No, do you know what? I will, though. I will. In fact, I'll text him now, actually. Yes, Lee, my man, how's it going? Glad to see you here. I've not heard for J-Mac. Don't think you'll have heard for J-Mac, which can only mean one thing. He's at the bottom of the sea.
You need to stop this. That's every message. Aye, you need to stop this. You're going to jinx it.
Well, mate, I manifested this new podcast I'm doing with Mr. Anderson, and we just spoke to The Undertaker. You tell me I can't manifest J-Mac ending up at the bottom of the sea. I'm joking. Here, I'll feel so bad if he's ends up in the water, eh? I'm joking. I'm so joking. I'm secretly manifesting that he's all right.
Aye. Well, the last message I think I got was basically, what was it? He says, I'll see you in 2 weeks. So
Eaten by sharks. Let's see, Lee's manifesting it. I see you in 2 weeks. Maybe. So tonight's movie should be fun. I've got a lot to say about it, but before we do, you texted me about Ozzy Osbourne's last gig, and I thought to myself I would text this to you, but I couldn't find the words to make it seem as meaningful. But get this right, because we were talking about the passing of the guard, and all the greats are now nearly gone, and it dawned on me, like you listen to music or watch a movie, and you can go, that's easy for the 60s. You can go, oh, that's easy for the 70s. That's easy from the 80s. That's easy for the 90s. Early 2000s. See, from that point on, that stopped.
Aye, there's
What
nothing.
happened in
That's why Oasis
2010?
are so popular now, because
Mm-hmm.
it's like my daughter's, she's turning 16
Mm-hmm.
next week. She loves Oasis. Do you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You're like, aye, well, I was in high school when they came out. And
And I was in high school when they broke up.
Do you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
nothing anymore. Like, I was
Yeah.
watching that Black Sabbath thing, and it's horrible to see, but at the same time, it was phenomenal. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know, did Ozzy know he was there?
Aye, I
It
know.
was incredible.
Well, mate, I went to see Deep Purple at the end of last year. And I went to see them when I came out of high school. And I was like, oh my God, amazing. And by that point, they'd already been like, their best days were behind them. Then when I went to see them at the end of last year, I was like, oh, fuck. Like, he's old. All right?
Mhm.
Ian Gillan was like this with a microphone. You could see his hand shaking. I was like, no, that's my guy. No.
For years, Motorhead used to play I think it's the O2 Academy now. It used to be the
Mhm.
Carlin Academy in Glasgow,
Mhm.
and we used to
Aye.
go and see them every year. And every year we would say the same thing: "How's he need no DJ?" Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
And then
I saw him.
obviously, it was just you're like, aye, there's nobody like that anymore. There'll not
I
be
was
another
glad.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Mate, that's the thing. It's like one of one. I remember seeing Lemmy live, Motorhead, and I was trying to throw noodles at him, but I couldn't throw as far, partly because I was
Aye.
pissed and the stage was quite high. Andy Gibbs says, the big man's got so much wind, he will take off like a speedboat, don't worry. That's true. That's true. Take
There's
that,
a Photoshop.
Jenny's.
There's a Photoshop waiting to be put on me, Castaway or something.
That's what we call the Matthewman. The Matthewman. And this film is quite the Matthewman. This is Matthewman's touch. So let me just give you context here. Growing up, I think I seen this when I was a kid. Couldn't remember much yet. So it was like for me going into it with brand new eyes and seeing it again for the very first time. Because I'm sure I watched it as a kid, but it never rang a bell. Yeah. So this for me is I'm going to treat this as my first time viewing. and I said to my wee 4-year-old, 5-year-old, sorry, Wolfie, waiting there, waiting there, waiting there. Ken, what it's time for, eh?
We get a karaoke this thing and sing in
I love his wee mom at the start. Go get your karaoke thingway. Mine thingway. We all know what thingway means, right? What does thingway mean? It means that thing we both know what we're talking about, but nobody can say it right now because we're flustered, right? Nard says, "Hi, Andy Gibb. I'm Barry Gibb." Hey! And then she says, "Hey, Andy Gibb." Oh yeah, last week it was last Wednesday or something like that. We joined Nards over on his channel, live with Jibber Jabber. It was fun. Had a good long conversation about films and all that. J-Mac couldn't stop swearing, man. I had to keep doing this to him.
I think I wrote down a few of the films that I hadn't seen, I had never even heard before.
Same, and I'm going to watch them. That's one milky tea, mate. Here, could you see it? Do you know what? No, it's funny. Well noticed, mate. It is quite milky, and do you know why? Because before I came in here, I was like, do I fancy like a strong tea? I thought, no, I didn't actually. I'll make it quite milky. Well spotted, mate. Attention to details. No wonder his channel's up and coming. It's no wonder his channel's so well done, because he pays attention to detail. Ladies and gentlemen.
There was a good few films I hadn't even heard of that he's talking about. I'm going, I'll just write that down.
I have them also on my watch list. I'm just getting through quite a lot of them right now. I even put the Monster Squad on. And the thing is, this actually goes. My plan was to watch Killer Klowns for Outer Space, then go straight onto the Monster Squad. But wee Rosie, my 5-year-old, she was like, "That's enough for me today, Dad."
Did she make it all the way through it?
All the way through it. Questioned me the whole way through it as well, and she didn't understand like why they all wrapped in candy floss. Does that kill them? And get this, I says to her after it, right? Because my wife's like, "You're not watching that with Rosie, are you?" I'm like, she's the only one of the kids that's like, "Yeah, let's watch it." So I'm 100% watching it with her. And you says it was fine for kids, so I was like, I'm good, right? And my wife's like, "Right, Rosie, what was it out of 10?" She's like, 183 out of 10. This is wee Rosie, who's like this size. She's like 183 out of 10. It was great.
I put it on F.
I think I've seen F. Is that about a car park or something like that? F. For context of those listening at home, Nards just says, "I just watched a British horror tonight that I hadn't seen before. It's called F." F.
Never heard of that.
Am I thinking of P? I think I'm thinking of P, which is about a parking lot or something. F.
I think I've seen P, or is it P? I can't remember.
PI or something like that. You know, you're right. Nards will probably tell us. Chavs in school. You're thinking of P2. I knew he'd tell us what it was. P2I. Was that a parking lot they were in or something like that?
It was something like that.
It was. Well done, Kev. Well done, Kev, for remembering that in my old
One of the killer in that was called Craig as well.
Craig. That's funny. He was like, "I don't remember the killer being called Craig," and we looked and it was.
That was just bumped into my head for watching that. I was like, "That guy's called Craig." It's instantly my favourite film in the world.
Craig. Craziness, eh?
So anyways, you watch stay away from Craig's. I can confirm. I do that.
Class, man. So what were you saying there?
What did we like? She liked it then?
She liked it, She said the clowns were ugly. She says that the cop guy was mean. She was like, they've killed the dog. By the way, straight up, I was like, oh, the dog will no be dead. They just go in for the kill straight away, eh? I'll just take that, Doug.
I don't know how much you looked into the facts, but if you've seen Ernest,
Matthewman, I don't know how much you've looked into the facts of Killer Klowns.
If you've seen Ernest Scared, is it Ernest Scared Straight or something? You've
Scared
seen
Stupid.
These clowns,
love it,
because they used the clowns for the wee trolls at the end.
Did they? So they did. Oh, what did they do? Did they just because they're not that colour? They must have.
I think the brothers that made Killer Klowns were special effects guys, and I think they worked on Ernest. So they just
I love the
repurposed
Ernest films.
some of the clowns and just made them all mucky and trolly.
No way. Because that
There
was
you
a
go.
good one, but that's not the one it's not the one I grew up on. I grew up on Ernest Goes to Africa, Ernest Goes to Camp. I love Ernest. He jams his hand in something and then he'll go.
See, the first one, the one I remember watching first was the one where he went to jail. And I just remember him working in the bank, and he was kind of.
That's right, Ernest Goes to
stealing and all
jail. So they are, by the way. I'm looking at a picture of it right now. So they bloody are. I'll prep that so that I can bring it up. Andy Gibb, from the Brother Gibb, says Matthewman, just have to say your artwork for Dick Dynamite was brilliant. He's a big dick. He's a big dick fan. I'm not even laughing, Matthewman. Come on. I know Matthewman's work is great. That's why everybody likes to use them. What projects are you working on right now?
My computer dies.
Oh no.
Do you know that there's that many? I think that Joe Henry thing went a bit daft, and I've had people message me left, right, and centre, and I've just gone, I can't do that. I can't do that because they just get bumped all the time. So, Simon Phillips, your pal from Silent Bite, is doing I don't know how much I can tell you, but he's doing one set in New York. So, I'm kind of trying to do something for that. I'm away on holiday this week, so I might not get anything done, but I'll try my best.
Aye. Fun and games.
Other than that, I've got loads of wee bits that I've started that I've no finished. So I can do that. Sometimes they can just sit for months and I'll go, I remember I started that.
Killer trampoline and stuff like that.
I'm just so I'm so easily distracted. I can go, right, I want to do this instead, and I'll just go and I'll go and start this.
That's a creative mind, though, Matthewman. That's what that is. Like,
I noticed you when you went I don't know if you went wherever you went at the start, but you had your chainsaw thing behind you.
Chainsaw?
The picture of the chainsaw. I'm pointing to you as if, there you go.
Yeah. Aye, man. There's Matthewman art this covered. You just can't see it all. But there's that. And if you look there, there's WJ Shark.
WJ Shark.
Aye.
I think I was steaming that night. I don't know.
Most of the best stuff is, but no, I've got Matthewmans everywhere. I need to get the Taker one.
I did enjoy doing that Taker one. It's so much more fun. See when I'm not doing it for anybody else, and I can just do what I want. So much better.
Hell yeah, man! I would say, would you reckon that of all people, anytime I'm like, here, Matthewman, do you think I am the least critical of all the people you work with, or am I quite a handful or no?
No. Usually I could give you something that I'll go, that's shite, and you'll be like, that's the best thing ever. And I'll be like, no, it's shite.
Easily pleased. No, because I know
that.
The thing is, though, I think the thing when you're being creative, like I can sit here and work on a fucking clip forever, and then I send it over, and it's like, yeah, it's good, but I'm like, man, they don't understand the creative. Some people don't understand the creative process and what goes into it. It's not just sitting at your computer. It starts in here. A lot has to go on here before you even get to here. And then when you get to here, it can take fucking ages, eh?
Aye. I done that stupid Joe Henry one. And sorry, I'm burnt my way. And I finished it and I went, I don't like this. I said, I really don't like this. And I just felt about, I'm just going to post this. And it went daft.
Aye.
And I just went, all right, fair enough. Maybe
good.
My taste isn't as good as anybody else's.
So did he not write back when you said say hi to my daughter and that?
Aye, he sent me a message back. There was nothing else. But
what did he say? Did he just patch that?
No, I think I just sent him a message saying thanks for sharing. Sorry I made you look a bit mental. And he's like, I don't worry about it. Like loved it. I think I messaged him saying, oh, my pal Kev's got a podcast. Why don't you go on it? And then
really? Aye. Then nothing. He's like, he doesn't realise that like that podcast is with one of his good friends, so he'll be on it at some point. You know what I mean? Craziness. But he probably hears that shit all the time, eh? But maybe hi to your daughter, no? His biggest fan?
No, yet. Emma's obsessed. She's refused. She's went off watching the wrestling now for a wee while until Joe Henry comes into it. Honestly, she's obsessed to the point where I got a Joe Henry t-shirt.
You get one because she's obsessed.
No, she go. I think it was
well,
a gift.
aye, that's nice, eh? Just wait till he's on the other podcast, and I swear I'll get him to look down the camera and be like, right, here's your hello. Matthewman, sorry, Wolfman's Wolf Matthewman. There's a surge. My favourite work is when I'm doing it for fun and not for other folk. That's most people, eh? Like most people.
100%.
Aye,
I mean,
I would say
I
so
only
as
ever
well.
started this as a wee. It was just a bit of fun I was doing. Do you know what I mean? As soon as people start asking for stuff, it becomes, oh, can you
Aye.
do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And I go, well, not really. I don't want to do any more. But
Aye, I
um,
know. I know.
but,
It can be pish. It can be pish. But the good thing about you, man, is you've got your work's pretty much on DVD covers. It's on a vinyl.
just till I'm replaced by AI, it is.
Well, no, you still have the upper, because AI can go ski with, and you can tell it's AI. You still have the upper hand. Get another couple of years.
Have you seen the new poster for the Naked Gun? And it's Liam Neeson holding a gun, but he's got about 12 fingers. And it says
like,
absolutely no AI was used. And I go, that's fucking genius.
that is excellent. Eh? It's so in line with what the Naked Gun is. Can't wait for that. Andy Gibb says, are you more critical of your work when it's for someone else? I think they're more critical of his work when it's for somebody else. Eh?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I'll finish something and I'll go, I hate this. I don't like it. Or if I'm halfway through something, I'll go, nah. And then I'll just shelf it. And then I'll kind of jump back on it. I'll find a save file. Like every now and again, I need to clean the PC out because the Photoshop files are huge. And I'll find something that I started and I'll go, fuck. And then I'll maybe start it again. Because if anybody was to look through my fucking temporary folders, man, I've got fucking knives and flipping. Do you know what I mean? It's like blood, and it's like, aye, this guy's a psycho. But
check his hard drive.
I know. It's like wounds, pictures of wounds, and shit like that. Aye.
All for the greater good, like this film.
Aye.
Full of crazy knives and
look
fucking.
Look at how awesome they look.
They do. And by the way, that wee guy to the second left. Look, ready? Bum bum bum. There he is in earnest.
I'm sure there was 2 used, he says. I'm sure in an interview
Probably
there was 2 used.
They've just proper like splashed that. Look at some of these man. Look at this guy. This guy looks like his hard drive needs checked. I mean, that's the least.
Go back to the picture of them all. Go back to the picture of them all. See the big one in the right hand side, the one with the pink cone.
Mm-hmm.
The big tall one. He was the one that terrified me as a kid. Don't know why. Just he was the one that kind of got me. Aye.
Which is funny because you're saying terrified as a kid. What age do you think you were?
I think I was about 9, maybe 10. We used to go down to stay with my auntie's. She stayed down in Durham, I think. And she was my rich auntie because she had Sky TV. So I used to go down. I used to go down with a pack of blank tapes, and I would just sit and record everything off of Sky. So I used to come up the road, and I remember having the tape that Killer Klowns was on. I remember it because it was a. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it was Teen Agent. It was like a high school kid. High school kid who looked about 40 became a spy. Right? That was one of the films.
Yeah,
I had Killer Klowns, and I had Teenage Turtles 2. See the one with the ooze, and I had that was the tape. And
Kevin Nash is in that one, isn't he?
But I remember where we stayed. I would sleep in the couch in the living room, and I would just sit up all night watching scary films. And that was the first time I would watch Killer Klowns. Mental how you can remember stuff like that.
Mate, you're telling me that's what it was all about for me. Critters was I've explained a few times on this, eh? Critters, man. Terrified. My gran used to just think that Critters were like a fucking kids. It's a kids film because they're wee fluffy things, eh?
That was how I remember. That was how I think the first time I had watched Predator. I think I was a kid, and it was just like I stayed with my gran and my grandfather, and I remember going to the hairdressers once, the barbers, and there was a picture of Schwarzenegger up on the wall for Commando. So we actually seen that and we rented it, and I liked it. And I remember, I think it was my gran that had rented. Oh, there's that guy you like, and I'm sitting like 9-year-old sitting watching Predator, like freaking out, like this is awesome. But anyways, sorry, Aye,
Yeah,
Killer
no,
Klowns.
that's what's
I'm
all
just
about,
going to
like.
show you. I'm just going to show you
Huh?
my thing.
Oh,
I got this,
nay way, mate. Nay way.
and
I can just see my face.
I've got I can't remember the woman's name. Suzanne.
Oh, shit.
Can't remember her
Aye.
name. Suzanne Snyder, and it's the guy that played Mike. I think his name's Tobacco.
And you've met both of them, Tobacco, man.
Aye, I met
You've...
two of them, and
That's
I
amazing,
basically
man.
creamed the fact that was one of my favourite films.
Oh,
Uh,
that's excellent.
I always wanted to meet the sheriff guy. See the guy, the
He
sheriff. I
was
don't know if you've seen. Have you seen the Feast films?
Feast.
I think there's three of them, and oh, they're right up your street. They're like monster movies, but they're stupid.
Oh, nice.
They're like really
Feast.
stupid.
I'm
Feast.
sure I've seen Feast. That was like
And I'm sure
2005,
he's
wasn't
in
it?
Feast. Aye, the sheriff guy's in Feast 2, I believe. Or you need to watch it. Don't watch any clips because there's a scene with a baby that you will howl.
Aye, I'll need to check it out, man.
The sheriff guy was in it, and he was like, I think he was called Shit Kicker, and I was like, that's the coolest name ever. They all had stupid names. There was a wee guy in it called Jean-Claude. No, what was it? Oh fuck, what was his name? Jean-Claude Seagal. He was like a wee kung fu guy.
Jean-Claude Seagal.
Aye.
That alien woman. Oh, I know. Critters. She comes looking for the crates. Gets a bit better than she's been back. I seen Feast, group of people trapped in a bar or something. It looks like
that's the one.
The one for real, man.
Aye. The third one goes a bit stupid.
See how you were saying Killer Klowns used to terrify you, and you were 10. So my daughter's 5 and wasn't even scared one bit of any of that. So I'm going to put it down to the desensitization of what kids see now. Do you think? Hey, because like that probably would have been terrifying. Because a big thing is the internet. The fact that when we grew up, we didn't know what was going on all over the world. You know, it was just what was happening around about you, and that was it. And the way you would see films is because your pal would go, I watched this and I was terrified. And you're like, no way, mate. Can I get a shot at it? Okay, I'll ask my dad or steal it.
Now, there's so many clips now pop up in TikTok. Like the Waynes have seen all these scenes on TikTok and Facebook. Like I've literally just finished the third Squid Games, which I really liked. And I was like to my daughter, I says, oh, you'll need to catch up because you like it. And she went, oh, this happens. And I was like, fucking hell, how did you know that? She went, oh, it popped up on Facebook. I was like, don't watch it.
I don't think my girls really see anything that they shouldn't. What happens though is my wee daughter Rosie, same lassie, I'll go up to the toilet and I'll hear her singing Lionel Richie and go, where the fuck did she hear that? And she's word for word like, hello, is it me you're looking for? And I'm like,
I genuinely thought I was going to get a message for Lionel Richie's team. Like, tell me, take that photo.
Oh, good times, man. Good times. Nothing better than it. Nothing better.
But anyways, so what did you think about this film?
So you want my honest, here's what Kev thinks of this film?
You wouldn't tell me when the text message, and so what did you think?
Loved it.
I
liked it, man. I really, really enjoyed it. And I loved what I loved about it as well is the fact that my daughter was sitting enjoying it. So we enjoyed that together. It's everything from the wee ice cream van that shows up, and the guy's like, "We got sticky finger." And by the way, the wee guy at the start as well is like, Hornswoggle. The wee guy that him.
Oh, that's why I says, did you laugh at him? I was hoping he'd kind of videoed some sort of reaction to seeing that wee guy getting fried.
No,
the thing is, it's a kind of stupid B movie, but it knows exactly what it's trying to be. It's not trying to be scary. It's just meant to be daft, and that's what it is. And I don't know what it is about it. I've always loved this film.
Remember, I put you onto the film Satan's Little Helper, which I still love, right?
Aye.
Do you not feel that there's a wee bit of a same vibe going on here? Obviously, the guy Disney, he's in House too. Nice House. Not in the sense that like a guy come for space or anything, but even just looking at that image there, like it's the same type of vibe as Satan's Little Helper. Which, by the way, my birthday is in like 22, 3 days, right? And I said to my wife, all I really want from the kids or whatever is Satan's Little Helper special edition for
I've got that in the
HMV, that
cupboard.
is it. Is it good?
I've got it right there. Like,
You got the special edition? Oh,
Aye,
show us it,
fucking
man.
yeah,
Get
you
it out. Whip it out. Whip it out. He's a way to get it. That and the book that Nard's got, I showed it to my wife. I was like, these are the only. What more can a man want? That is it. That is all I want, you know? I've got Satan's Little Helper on DVD, but I really want that wee cool edition of it because it's just love it. Nards is like, show us, man. Get it shown. Get it shown. Oh, there it is, man. Does it come with a...
How awesome a cover's that?
It is. It's not the one I got.
That one. I don't know if you can
And
see the shine.
I can, man. I can. What does it come with? Because that's what I've asked for my birthday.
It's got a wee book.
Oh, look at that, man.
That I've
thanks,
probably never
Janine.
opened.
Oh, no. I'd have had that read back to front, inside out, with its arse hanging out.
And it's got the thing that you love the most.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh! Oh, man! I hope she gets me. I hope she gets me. Hey, that's not the version I got. The version I got was like, because how did I find this film? I found it in a Global Video back when they used to start selling the Mofex rental. I was like, what the hell is this?
Aye.
Wasn't old enough to buy it.
I've used the eyes in quite a few pictures.
Aye.
See, whenever I'm looking for scary eyes, I've stole the ones.
Mate, we need to cover that film because I don't think anybody even knows about that film.
That's just lovely.
It's beautiful, isn't it? And I put you onto that film, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
And did you think it
You
was
also
alright?
put me onto this one, and I've just found this and realised I've not watched it yet.
I sent you. Mate, you've not watched it. What the fuck?
Nah, I forgot.
You need
to be fair.
Jeff Lieberman directs it. He directed
watched the other two.
That's right.
I've only watched the other ones you gave me.
Oh, those are Simon's.
Aye.
Those are Simon's.
watched
So
them.
have you put your sticker on anything? Have you put your Jibber Jabber stickers on anything? No.
They're up the stairs somewhere. No, I've not found the right place.
Mate, I've got loads of them, and I'm like, where'd I put them? It's the same. I got stickers
Aye.
everywhere. But I just
Satan's Little Helpers. I really enjoyed that. I don't know if Jay might liked it as much.
I don't think he's watched it. But the same guy that made Lieberman, what was he do again? I know Nard's just, but we just covered something that he done, didn't he? Jeff Lieberman.
I don't know.
Did he not do Uncle Sam?
Uncle Sam was good. I enjoyed that.
Uncle Sam was class, right? Tell you. Never Ending Story 3. No way. No wonder I loved it. No wonder I loved Squirm, Blue Sunshine, Dr. Franken. Jeff Lieberman, he done something else that we covered recently, and I was like, no way, that was him that done Satan's Little Helper. We need to get into that at some point because I don't think it gets. I'm looking at my IMDb and I scored a 10. Class, man, class.
I really enjoyed it, to be honest.
There's definitely a wee bit of parallel to this film and that type of film. Definitely has the same vibe. Look at this.
I mean, look at that picture. That
I know.
That's like a painting. You don't get that anymore. Do you know what I mean?
No, you're correct.
Some of it is absolutely stunning. See the bit where they go in and it's almost like the Death Star and it's like a big drop.
Yes.
It's just so nice to look at.
I know. And the thing is, as well, it's like very minimalistic. It's no dirty or that. They keep a good clean house, don't they? Look at it. It's just minimalistic. So what they're doing, the guy starts drinking out a straw. Well, they're just drinking the blood, the essence of what these people are when they collect them.
I think they just eat people, huh? I think that's it.
So they turn them into candy floss, which we know isn't candy floss, because the guy says in it, "That's not candy floss," or cotton candy, as they call it, right? So they get sucked up, and then their face goes all like that. And then, oh, by the way, you know, but I was really laughing at, and my wee daughter Rosie did as well, is where the clowns go for the female character. What's her name? Suzanne Snyder, Debbie, right? Where they go to get her, and obviously the popcorn then turns into these clowns, and they're trying to eat her, right? And then she's like trying to escape, and they're all there, So she tries to jump out the window and they're sitting there with a trampoline. Well, that's fucking brilliant. That's excellent. They're waiting on her with a trampoline to jump out the window.
It's just, you could tell that the guys just had fun making this. Now, I think they've been trying to make a sequel for like 20 years, so, but it would never be as good. They'd never make it as good as stupid and cheap as that. As long as they kept it kind of similar.
Well, they made a game, and I believe the game's quite Dead by Daylight. So it's a multiplayer game where some of you are the clowns and some of you are the survivors, and you've got to try and get away. It does look fun, but I think it's quite expensive for what the game is. And I think that's why it's not got a huge player base, but I would be up for trying it.
I used to play the computer all the time, but I kind of fell out it. I tried about 2 weeks ago to get back into Red Dead Redemption 2. I think I played about 2 minutes yet, and I just couldn't get the controls right, and I was like, fucking shite. I just bounced the controller. I've been killing my horse.
I've been in here editing all the time, so I don't get to play a lot of different games and stuff, but I always try to play games with the kids. Wee Rosie plays Bully.
Fortnite's in our house.
No. My son's really good at Fortnite. He leathers everybody at it, but it's never been my thing. See, when I go on and I'm getting leathered by all these kids, and then they're teabagging me and that, I can't deal with that, man. I can't deal with that type of pressure. Do you know what I mean?
Did you find the kind of Killer Klowns? See the bit where the old grumpy sheriff gets killed? That's probably that's probably the most horrific, and I think in this.
I don't think I've seen that in any other film. Eh?
There was the film about the puppets. What was the one with the puppets? The guy that
Puppet Master?
No, it was.
Narge will tell us in a minute. 100%.
Oh fuck! Dead Silence.
Oh yeah. That's got what's his face in it? Ryan.
Remember the woman's controlling.
Yes, and if you scream, she can get you.
Is again? Is that him? No.
James Wan made it. I didn't realise that was James Wan.
That's
Ryan Quanten.
The twist is that the guy's like a puppet and she's been controlling. Anyways, it's kind of similar to that, only. Because at the start of the film, he has a big rant. He says, "You'll no make a dummy out of me," and you're like, "There's a wee bit of foreshadowing there."
I know, crazy. Eh? And then when I saw it, and just the way the blood rolls down the chin to make it look like that he's a puppet, I thought it was beautiful. And he's proper controlling him. That's
clever. For being such a shitey film, it's such a clever wee. There's a lot of clever wee ideas in it.
And the thing is, as well,
also see
even. Sorry, what were you saying?
No. When you go,
I was just going to say, even the way that, like, that's the first time they truly communicate with the humans in the film. They're like, I want you dead. Like, straight up, because you're like, what the fuck, what are they playing at? They're just like, no, we're going to kill you. And this is us telling you through your means of communication, which I thought the film probably doesn't get as much credit for how great, for how smart and intelligent it is. You know what I mean?
Or you could tell that the people making this film, they enjoyed making this film. Do you know what I mean? I remember I was sitting reading all the facts, and it was like all the bits and pieces, and apparently the wee gun that shot popcorn, that was the dearest thing in the whole film. See the one at the start that shot the popcorn? I think it cost them thousands to make that.
But my daughter was laughing at that part, with the puppets, and the puppet slaps him down, and it brings a gun out, and he goes, "Oh no!" She was laughing at that.
And I knew it's one of these films. It is a good film for kind of getting Wayne's into that sort of stuff, because it's stupid. It's proper stupid.
Yeah.
And Friday night, Rachel had come down, and she's just about to turn 16. She's, "Can we watch a film?"
I wait to turn 16.
So we had a wee list of films to watch. I think we've not watched Heart Eyes yet. What's the other one?
Oh, that was Heart Eyes. That was all right. It was all right.
The Monkey. Like it, but I said I would keep them to watch with her. And then
great film. Film.
On the telly, that Screamboat Willie. She's like, "Dad, can we watch that?" She says, "It's an 18, but can I watch it?" And I went, "Absolutely, we'll put it on." It did get kind of awkward when the boy gets his tadger chopped off while it's still in the woman's mouth. And I'm going, but she enjoyed that. But again, it's good. You watch these things with your veins. That's a wee core memory. Watching people getting sliced up.
Totally, man. Any memories I have are always good ones. You know what I mean? They're all good. By the way, did you know in Satan's Little Helper, the lassie that gets pushed up against the door and her tits all squashed by the weirdo guy? That's the main lassie in Vikings.
I've never watched Vikings.
Vikings is a good show. You should watch that. But that's the main lassie.
I don't tend to watch a lot of telly. There's so many good shows that I don't watch that I'm told are excellent. Like I never watched Game of Thrones. That'll blow your mind. I must have been the only person in the world that didn't watch Game of Thrones.
Caitlin Winnick. Oh, sorry, Catherine Winnick. Yeah. You're correct, man. You're correct. Winnick. Amanda Plummer's in it as well.
Mm-hmm.
She's a bit mad, isn't she? Bye. This film for me, man, was a good wee treat. I think it was just like I don't know, it's like a bad dream in it. It's probably like if you look at this stuff, it's the type of thing that when I was a kid that I would have watched this and went, everything in there looks visually quite scary. But then after watching it, I'd be like, probably was nowhere near as bad as what it looked, eh?
You just got to appreciate the fact that, see that, go back to that picture with the big fish thing. I mean, that's all miniatures and vectors. That's all that is. And see when you see things like that, like you can tell they've actually put effort into making that. That was a real thing that was made. Same with the kind of end with the big, massive clown came. Like that's a guy in a suit, but it's all perspective, and it's just so good to look at. Nowadays, that would just be CGI, and I hate that.
The final boss, mate, that's what that was. You see that?
Aye.
They're all uh-oh, and they all look up, they're like, you're screwed. And then the big clown's like, do you know what it put me in mind? Looking now, looks
my
like
daughter's coming. Is it?
Bring her on the show,
her
man.
face is yellow. No, she's got a cream on her face.
No, my face is yellow.
Why is her face yellow?
Good jaundice.
All right. No, she fell out the other day. She got a big bruised face.
Oh no, Ian. Damn. Hope she's on the mend.
Aye, she's got a big bruised face. They were going to a wedding next week, so she's bridesmaid. So she needs
That's right. This was what, second time lucky? This one.
We don't speak on that. You get me in trouble.
Sorry, mate. Our daughters won't watch horror films.
I tried clowns and they were like that. Dad, I'm not watching that. We watched new Lilo and Stitch last night, which I quite enjoyed. Which I didn't think I would enjoy. Lilo and Stitch.
No. I went to see that, and I've got a real habit of falling asleep whenever we go to watch kids' films. I always fall asleep. I think I only fell asleep for like 2 seconds watching that one, but it was really good. That boy's dead now, though. E Honda.
Mm-hmm.
Ken, the E Honda looking guy, who's always like trying to eat his burrito or whatever, and then it kicks off. He's dead. You're not going to react at all to him being dead, no? Mate, your camera's going slow. Is your camera going slow? Is it just me seeing that?
I don't mind, and it's going wonky.
Maybe, because you were like, and I'm like, he's dead now, and you're like, I'm like, no, I'll react. But, like, that's a shame.
It was going slow for me, so it made you.
Aye, so someone's went out.
Aye,
did you hear?
We've been having bother with the Lecky.
With the Lecky. He's dead now, you know that?
No.
Aye, genuinely. What's his name?
What
was his name? Stitch Star dies. He died pretty much after we went to see it. New details emerge. David Heckley Keanu Bell, who played the role of live-action Lilo and Stitch movie, has died aged 46. His death occurred on June the 12th. Just weeks after the film's premiere, his sister Jalene Kanani Bell confirmed his passing. Shared a tribute. Aye. You know who I'm talking about, eh?
That's a wee shame. Aye.
The guy kept Honda looking guy. Aye, well. Now he's dropped. unfortunately.
Do you know? I knew nothing about the actual film. I just knew it had a wee blue guy in it, and we sat and watched it, and I was like, "Is this a space thing?" And then I was like, I
Aye.
actually thoroughly enjoyed it. Aye, there you go.
Did you know watch the original one way back when it came out in like
No,
was it late 90s or early 2000s? I think it was early 2000s.
no,
It
never
was
watched it.
great. It was great.
And
Well,
then
that's basically
we sat up last night and watched the new John Cena one where he's the president.
Uh-huh.
I quite enjoyed that.
Aye.
Wasn't he shite?
Aye.
There you
John
go.
Cena, aye. John Cena. Lilo and Stitch was the live action was very much like it was quite scene for scene, nearly for the original. So
Oh, I
maybe
couldn't
something
tell
you
you.
should check. But it was good though. I remember I says to you, I says you'd enjoy it. I think we're aligned more than what J-Mac and you are aligned. Because when you say something's good, J-Mac still gives me this look. But
I've got my limits. Like, I started watching that stupid Hot Spring Shark King, and I was like,
oh no,
I'm not watching this.
Is it rancid?
I don't know if I was in the right frame of mind. I just thought to myself, it's just I don't know. If it had been like a puppet rather than CGI, I'd have probably appreciated it a wee bit more. I'm definitely more in the practical effects. See if it'd been Ouija Shark, that'd have been. I'd have watched that twice.
Mate, I did watch
you
it
know what I mean?
twice.
I've also been sitting. I went to the gym the day and I just spent the whole time listening to podcasts of people shitting over the new Jurassic Park film.
Oh no, I'm
That's
meant to
meant to
be
be
seeing
rubbish.
that. And Superman on my son's birthday. He's wanting to go see Superman. And wife's like, oh, we don't all have to go. And he goes, we'll go see Superman. Wife's like, oh, we don't have to go. And I'm like, I'll do it. I'll take him. You know what I mean?
I really don't fancy it at all, to be honest.
Aye.
I don't know. I've watched the trailer and I'm going, there's just too much going on. I don't know who half these people are. But again, I grew up with the Christopher Reeve
Same, mate.
videos and
Same.
watching that stuff. So
it
just
was.
stuck in my ways.
I know, I get you. When I think of Superman, it is that for me, no Henry Cavill. However, he was great. Just if I'm going to watch Superman, I'll go back to the past. I can't watch those pishy movies. As soon as you hit 40, you can't waste 90 minutes of those. I get that. Wait a minute, Matthewman's nearly 50, so...
Fuck it. Next week. This Thursday.
Fucking
Aye.
It's not your
No, it's
50s.
Wednesday,
What
actually. There you go. No, I'm not 50.
You're going 48, you'll be, eh?
I'm now closer to... I'll be closer to 50 than I am to 40. Put it that way.
Then to 45.
Aye. Then, so, do you know what? It's cool nowadays to have grown up in the 80s. That's what everybody wants to have done.
And you don't look anywhere near fucking 40, let alone 50. So
that's because all the filters have got on.
It's your face cream. That or you're really good at fucking Photoshop. You can real life Photoshop. Lee says, think the Superman movie looks weird. Something no right about it. I understand what you're saying. There is something strange about it. Is it because the suit doesn't have muscles?
I don't read the comics or do anything like that. So I was like, why has he got a dog? I was like, what? Did the dog come in the thing with him when he crashed? I've just no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's happening.
I don't read the comics. I'll tell you now. As explained in the first appearance, Crypto is originally the young dog and household pet of toddler Callie, while they are on Krypton. It's a Kryptonian dog, so expect a spin-off. Something's just don't need a dog in it, right?
I'm not that bothered. I'm so stuck in my ways. I'm not a big fan of these kind of superhero movies. There's a few that I'll watch and go, that was alright. But most of them I'm no arsed about, to be honest. I'm also enjoying listening to the podcast that I'm shiting over this new Ironheart as well, which apparently is terrible. But it's all your usual podcasters. But anyways, I'm not built for superhero films.
Well, I used to be before they became what they became. Janice, in the comic books, he had a dog, Ah, there we are, Jenny's. Straight in there. Straight
The
in
only,
there
the
with
only
a
comic, the only comic I
knowledge.
read as a kid was 2000 AD. That was the only one I read.
I like the
Judge
Star
Dredd,
Wars
stuff like
ones.
that.
Nice. Beano and the Dandy, who can forget?
Aye.
Dennis the
Wish
Menace.
I still
Yeah.
had all of them. They were worth a fortune.
You think so? I see them all the time. People just donate them, eh?
There you go.
Aye. What was it?
Um,
I always buy Matthewman like films, and found one the other day. I knew I can't find where the oh, it's up there. Where I always go, oh, that looks terrible. Let me get it. My wife's always like, you're no getting that, and I'm like, no, I fucking am. Let me show you. Hold on.
oh, I'm excited now. What is it?
Here we go. I love because this reminds me of my childhood. What was this? Enter the Ninja.
Oh, belter.
Have you seen it?
Belter. Aye.
Of course you have. Of course you have.
Enter the
I
Ninja.
thought about you when I picked this up. Look.
Aye.
Is it good?
It probably was when I was 9.
Enter the Ninja.
I went through a wee phase. I think when I got introduced to watching, I think the first one I ever watched was Kickboxer, and then I went through a wee phase where it was just all ninja and American Ninja, and there was it The Last Dragon. Have you seen The Last Dragon? The one with Show Enough.
Dragon.
Aye.
Show Enough.
You need to watch that. That's a good one. I went through a wee phase when I was younger.
It looks phenomenal. It looks phenomenal.
Oh, it is
The
phenomenal.
bad guy
It's
looks
awesome.
terrifying. This is stuff J-Mac and I need to get our lips round.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
I totally forgot about Fatal Deviation. I'd have totally picked that now. You could have watched it.
And you're
It's
away.
on YouTube.
You're away next week, right? Next weekend.
Aye.
So unless somebody wants to come on, there'll maybe an episode next weekend, and I can't watch Fatal Deviation. You'll just have to wait from
anybody knows where I can get a DVD of Fatal Deviation, let me know, because I've been hunting one down for years.
I've been looking out for it every time I go anywhere that's got DVDs, and I've never seen it.
Spent ages trying to find Samurai Cop on Blu-ray, and because it was ridiculously priced, and I eventually found a guy selling one in America, and it was like £12, and I went, mine.
£12, that's not bad actually.
It was like
even
£12 and a fire postage.
Somebody actually found a Fatal Deviation DVD.
I think there was only a few made when it came out.
Because I went to Reddit there for you, and nobody, they're all like, here, impossible to find, impossible.
I'm sure I've read that post. Somebody's looking for it.
And
have you watched it?
No, but
have you ever watched
the film? No.
Aye.
You've told me to watch it, and it is on the list. And I will, I swear. I swear I will.
You can rip on it, but it's genuinely a guy made this film as this is what I can do. And it was basically the whole town must know one another, and they all came out to help him make this film. And what he made is just phenomenal. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. Look, it's in somebody's collection. Look. What
else is that?
See it.
Which wolf? I'm trying to read. Is that Hot Fuzz? No, it's all blurry.
But Fatal Deviation's there, see it?
Aye.
They're like, someone succeeded. Do you know, I think Nards does it. Does Nards no make like fake films? Like,
I think he makes the covers up.
Well, my mate Todd, he has a laptop that prints off Blu-rays. And I remember going round to his with J-Mac, and J-Mac was admiring his DVDs, and he went, you've got True Lies on Blu-ray. Where the fuck did you get that? And Todd's like, they make it myself. And we pulled it out and looked at it, and you could not tell that he'd printed it himself. It was so well done.
I've got a few films saved on my phone, basically, that if I ever own like a train or a bus or something, and there's no signal, I just put one of these on. Aye.
Desert Island.
It's like I've got like Predator and all that, and I've got I've got Fatal Deviation downloaded. And it's honestly, there you go.
Look at that.
It's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal.
I need to check it.
Uh,
The Boy for Boyzone's in it, eh?
there's about 10 films on it that I'll films that I'll never get fed up watching. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
And I'll just put them on the
Yes.
watch. There you go.
Samurai Cop, the film that brought us together, man. Film that brought us together. Craziness.
I just love. I genuinely hate when people tell me that a film's bad. You know, I think it was Beans that said there's no such thing as a bad film. It's just you didn't like it.
That's
That's
true.
it.
That's the truth, man.
Do you know what I mean? And pretty much most of the films I like, people don't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I get so
I
much
understand
hate because I tell everybody that Halloween 3 is my favourite Halloween film.
it's excellent. Anybody that says it's not needs a fucking. Do you know what it is? It's people jumping on the bandwagon. Take that film for what it is. It's fucking brilliant.
I sometimes genuinely wish they had done what they originally wanted to do. And Halloween 1 was Michael Myers, and then every year we get a different one. They could have still been going.
I know, they could still do
every year there was a Halloween film, and they were all different. I make covers, print them online for better quality prints. There you go.
Aye, class. Mate, to do that with a Halloween film would be excellent. Like to really, it doesn't have to be Halloween, but to have an anthology that could be as good as that. Nard says, "Love Halloween Ends for the same reason as Season of the Witch." Here, by the way, I've got a big, huge, proper cinema poster of Halloween Ends right here. Laurie Strode and the guy that's not even in it, Michael Myers. So he likes the ones where Michael's not in it as much. Yeah, I think you did say about why you liked Halloween Ends, and I think Season of the Witch is still better than Halloween Ends. I thought it was a great concept.
I kind of like the idea of Halloween Ends, the fact that Michael was evil, but the evil basically could get passed on. I like that idea.
That's Jason Goes to Hell. That's fucking Jason Goes to Hell right there.
There was a scene in Jason Goes to Hell I remember used to freak me out when I was a kid, and it was the bit where the boy melts. And it was like, does it no transfer, and the boy that he's transferred out, he just melts.
That's ridiculous.
I
didn't. And your theory, which I loved, where maybe in Halloween Ends they beat down Michael, and to a point they see the silver shamrock button on him, would have made so much sense. Would have been so fucking good.
I'd have went off my head in the cinema if I'd seen that.
Mate, imagine that. Imagine like, he's pure evil this whole time. Michael Myers is a product of the Silver Shamrock Company. That would have made so much sense, right? And it would have been a real good callback. And the people that were going to hate on that would hate on that idea, are the same people that would hate on Halloween Ends anyway. Same portion of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Halloween 3 would make a good TV series. I think that would make a good TV show. I'm sure I said the last time that They Live would make a cracking TV show.
I've got the beautiful Blu-ray of that, courtesy of my wife.
I've got that in there too.
Jason. Aye. You got the Blu-ray one, the steel case. Comes with a book and all that. I've got the steel case one. It comes with booklets.
I don't have a steel case now.
John Carpenter, Rowdy Roddy Piper.
It's just, I don't know if it's just the age. Like, I'm at that age now. It's like the same with music. I'm not that bothered about new music, but it's the same. I'd rather go and watch old films again than watch this new shit. I'm not arsed with any of the new films that's coming out this year. I'm not really that fussed. Was it Jurassic Park, Superman? I could not be bothered with any of them. I'd rather go and watch fucking Killer Klowns from Space again.
Talk to Me Too? Oh, that was a good one, though.
That's not started yet. Talk to Me Too they've not started filming that yet, have they?
Have they not? Because that was a phenomenal new concept. Also, Baghead. I liked Baghead. I brought that into the cinema and then went and saw it.
That was one that was like below the pub in EastEnders, wasn't it?
Aye. It had what's his face in it.
Aye.
Try to remember his name right now. He made Orphans.
I think the last good film I watched was Sinners. Sinners was phenomenal.
Sinners was good.
I'm not that bothered. I'm just at that stage where I don't really need to watch Jurassic Park 12 or Fast and the Furious 15 or, do you know what I mean? It's like, give me something new. Yeah. And that's the problem. There's nothing new anymore.
Or something old.
But you'll never
Yeah.
get this again. Killer Klowns,
No.
it's such a stupid idea. It's just even the theme tune is just phenomenal. Do you know what I mean?
Excellent. Yeah.
Apparently the band, they were just told to write a song about Killer Klowns. They knew nothing about it, so they just went and made a wee punk song, and it's just brilliant.
Yes, I enjoyed it, man. I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it about a 6.
Do you know what I'm glad? I'm glad. Again, it's probably about a 5, but nostalgia puts it. It's honestly one of my favourite films. I'll sit and watch it. In the end, I'll just sit and put it back on.
That's just because of the nostalgia.
It's pure creativity. I can't even say the word. Creativity on screen. It's just such a crap concept. It's done
totally
well.
is.
It knows what it is. It knows it's a shitey B movie, and it does it perfect.
And no reason for coming to Earth or nothing. No explanation. Which you wouldn't get in real life either, by the way. You wouldn't. Nothing gets revealed.
No. And again, this is one of these films. If it came out now, there'd be about another 4 of these films made, and they would progressively get worse. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, aye. And then you feel compelled to watch them because you like the last 3.
And I love how, I love how they're obviously just big suits. You know what I mean?
Oh, aye.
Even when the hands come off, it's like, oh, okay, they're just gloves, man. Also, by the way, and I'm going to screenshot this lassie's face. What was she all about, by the way? All right, I'm going to upload it now. And I remember saying to myself, I need to ask Matthewman, what's this all about? Right at the very end, as everything goes boom, right? For some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, it keeps going back to the same woman's face who shows up to kind of sort shit out. I'm just trying to find where that screenshot I just took landed.
I don't even know what you're talking about, but...
Oh, even better, right, here it is, right, here's coming. This woman, it kept going back to her. She said no lines, but she just showed up at the end. Hey. It kept going to her face, and I was thinking, why are they showing me like a slack-jawed yokel cop?
I'm trying to think. She looks like the what's the band? What's the band? The guy who plays the guitar. Oh, fuck, who is it? That's who that looks like. No. Oh, I'm trying to think who she looks like.
What's the song?
I can't remember. I just can picture the guy. She does look a bit like Weird Al.
Imagine making a film and many years later, folk are talking about you on a podcast and they say you look like Weird Al Yankovic.
Aye. But seriously, I'm going to tell you to add watch the Feast films. You'll like them.
I will.
I'm going to I'll send you one clip from, I think, the second one, and it's with a baby, and it will make you piss yourself laughing.
I'm definitely...
Again, it's probably the same idea as this. It's just people that have special effects guys or whatever have made a film and they've just went to town and they've just put as much in as they can, and it's brilliant to watch. And the sheriff, the Killer Klowns, is in it. He's like this tough guy, like I think his name's Shit Kicker. It's stupid, something like that. I can't remember. Have you seen the leaked?
So she does.
The leaked kind of stuff from Kung Fury 2. It looks phenomenal.
Kung Fury.
The Kung Fury 2 has been getting filmed for I think for years, and they've ran out of money, so they've leaked footage from they'd already filmed. Big Schwarzenegger's in it. I think he's the president. It looks phenomenal.
What's his face for Eden Lake? Is that I know? Fassbender. There it is. Yep, with Michael Fassbender.
Aye. It look. He's like this. He's like the other cop. It looks really good. Kung Fury was good. Kung Fury was brilliant.
That's got Fassbender in it. Well, I'm looking forward to it, man. Dude, I enjoyed this film. I thought it was fun, and I'm going to keep. Like I say, I went and got the Monster Squad to watch with my daughter next. She was a bit like, that's a wee bit boring at the start, so hopefully it gets into it for her to watch it.
I only just found it. Oh. Aye, you're probably right. I only just found out. Was it the other day? I don't know what I was watching, and it was the Monster Squad. The guy that plays the Wolfman is the uncle from Napoleon Dynamite. I didn't know that. know
Uncle,
what I'm
what's
talking
his
about?
face? Hey, are we feeling good about the 32-piece set? Him.
The guy that can throw a steak out of the mountains. Or the football. Aye. Because he's in
What's his
Fright
name
Night
again? Uncle.
2.
What do they keep saying?
Fuck, Uncle. I want to say Rico, but it's no Uncle
That is
Rico.
no, it is Uncle Rico, isn't it?
Is it?
I think it
I
is.
don't know. But because he plays a werewolf in Fright Night 2. There's only 2 Fright Nights.
It is Uncle Rico.
So he's a werewolf. He's the werewolf in Fright.
John Grise. He actually
There
plays
you
the
go.
homeless man before he transforms. Carl Talbot plays the Wolfman.
There you go.
Wolfman. Ah, right.
It's only when you recognise these guys. I love Napoleon Dynamite. It's phenomenal.
Mate, one of my favourite films ever was Napoleon Dynamite. Fucking
Aye.
Tina, come get some food. John Grise is a great. Fright Night 2 is a White Lotus. I know. I really like Napoleon Dynamite. I heard they were going to make a sequel, but they never did. You're just jealous,
I've heard-
Napoleon, because
heard
I've been
rumble.
chatting on online all day with babes.
I always wanted a film just about Rex Pondo. I always thought he was phenomenal.
Do you think that I'm a failure because I go home and Starlight Night?
Such a good film. But it's one of the films that you'll show to people and they'll go, "That was shite." But
I
you're
don't
like,
get
You
it.
don't get it. You watched it, Ryan.
Tina the llama. See, you're drinking 5% milk. Is that because you think you're fat? It's just fully, isn't it?
Anyways,
Love it.
I'm so glad you enjoyed this because usually when I
I did.
tell you to watch a film, it's like it's
No.
shite. But I'm so wishing
Mate.
I'd tell you to watch Fatal Deviation instead. Fatal Deviation's on
I'm
YouTube
gonna.
if anybody wants to watch it.
I will.
But aye, it'd be a good watch along. But again, you feel bad laughing at it because they've genuinely tried.
You think so? You think,
Aye.
I saw a wee clip of it and thought, fuck me, it looks old.
Aye.
No.
Well, the guy for Boyzone's in it. I don't know how they got him in it, but he's in it.
Probably knew somebody that was part of it.
Aye, and the big bad guy in it. There's a big bad fighter guy, and they call him Seagull. I don't know if that's a Steven Seagal thing.
I think it will be.
It's awesome. It's just one of the films. If I'm stuck, I'll just go. I'm going to put Fatal Deviation on.
Oh, I'll need to check.
But again,
mate,
there you go. There's a seal of
Janice is
approval
in
there.
Janice is in the house. Fucking right, man.
Mhm.
Janice is on board with Killer Klowns. It was fun, and long may it live. I think about it's nearly 50 years old.
I know that's mental when you think of how quickly things are moving. Was it somebody says we're closer to 2050 now than we were to 2020? That's frightening.
It is, when you think about it.
Aye. I'm just thinking of the DVD collection my children are going to inherit when I go.
Mate, that'll go straight down to the charity shop like you never existed, and they'll move on with their life, and it will suck ass. Because I know everything that's cool in here will end up in a charity shop, and everything that's worth something, my family will appreciate what it's worth, sentimentally or in actual value. And some wee daft will go into a charity shop and get it.
I go for a wee wander. Lunchtime, I try to go for a walk because I sit in my house all day. I'll go for a wee wander, Sauchiehall Street, round about Glasgow. If you see me walking about, say hi. But there's hundreds of charity shops, and I go in for a wee stop. And I'm gonna go and show you what I bought the other day. This was $3.99.
Show us, man. Show us. Here, while you do that, mate. What I got for £2. Yes.
You ready? This was $3.99.
Show us,
and
man.
it's a video.
Wow.
I was like, how's this only $3.99? I was like, I'm buying this.
I had that,
And
mate.
my wife's
£2.
like,
£2. I remember these costing like 50 to 70 quid in HMB when I was a teenager.
Aye.
Found them for the whole thing, £2. Look at that.
Police Academy movies are phenomenal.
£2.
Again, they're probably shite to anybody else, but big part of my childhood watching Police Academy.
Same, man. Same.
Again,
Love it.
I had a VHS videotape, one of these ones I recorded, and I'm sure I had Batman the 89 Batman. I can't remember the other one, and Police Academy 5 was on it. That was my favourite. The one where they go to Miami.
Damn. Aye. My favourite one, what was it called? Police Academy. It's at the end, the way that they kill the bad guy is by whipping a mat out from under him, and he does like a backflip. They pull the mat and he like backflips. What was that one?
Where were they on? Usually at the end of Police Academy there was like fucking hot air balloons or speedboats or...
Nah, they were in like a manor or something like that. Can't remember what one it was.
Sixth one?
Maybe. I can't remember which one it is. City Under Siege, Assignment Miami Beach, Citizens on Patrol. It might be City Under Siege.
That was the sixth one.
Mate, I haven't even opened it. It's still got the cellophane on it.
I always liked the second one the best because Mad Bobcat was the bad guy. I always thought he was phenomenal.
I know, mad. I'm looking forward to rewatching all of them eventually. When the kids
you need to show the Waynes them. I think the first one's got a wee bit of kind of 80s nudity in it, but if you can bypass that with the Waynes, you'll be all right.
Yeah, that's right, eh? That's right. Was it the woman at the window, eh? Isn't she?
Aye, and there's also the woman that hides under the speech desk thing, and you hear someone zipping. You go, explain that to your
Lee says that just picked up T2 Steelbox set with both films on VHS for 10. That's right, they're not that expensive. J-Mac has that as well, and since I saw he had it, I've seen it like everywhere. And the reason I've not picked one up is because I'm not having something with rust on it. Something as good as that with rust on it. So when I find one with no rust, I'll probably do it. But they're quite common.
People are buying VHS now again. It's the same thing that happened with LPs. It seems to be everybody wants VHS now.
Do you remember my office was fully VHS? Remember? I had them all displayed on a... But then I had to really get rid of that office fairly quick. I've got loads of them up in the loft, just sitting in a box. You showed me your Power Rangers.
I refused to chuck them out. Aye, that was the Waynes. That was the Waynes. Rachel went through a wee Power Rangers phase and she had the wee... Is it Connects? No, Imagine Next. She had all the Power Rangers set. Because I remember you had a couple of the wee ones.
My wife wasn't.
And I thought we chucked them in.
Nah, they're good, man. I've got tons of wee bits and bobs from my childhood all still in here. Even behind this big Goonies flag, man. Whoa, tons of games. I got a Falcor pin badge, look. Encourage the Cowardly Dog. Cool, eh? My kids come in here all the time and they're like...
I've still got my temporary folder on my computer is just full of, just as I was saying, just full of random images, and I always wanted to do a never-ending story kind of scary film.
Oh, mate, you should. You should.
The never-ending gory. I was going to call it the never-ending gory. Aye, and I was going to try.
Were you actually going to call it that? Oh, I just guessed. The never-ending gory.
I was going to have Mad Falcor going about stabbing folk.
Oh, mate, no, I used to eat folk. Oh, make it. Here.
That's just the way my brain works, to be fair.
Have the film from the Wolf Morla. Gamork, sorry. Have Gamork's point of view, where Gamork actually is misunderstood. He's actually the hero, and Atreyu's the baddie.
That's a good point. Again, I think Never-Ending Story was more your thing. I was never a big Never-Ending Story kind of fella.
I know, and you gave me this, mate. Sits here right with me. I love it.
I showed you my Killer Klowns one.
Yeah,
but it was I was never a Never-Ending Story. I was always, I think my film when I was away was always Flash Gordon, which you shat on.
I never shat on. I just said it doesn't do much.
Nah,
it's a good enough film. He just doesn't do much. He just keeps getting caught.
just shows up and all the birds want him. That's it.
I know. And that time.
You need to ask Ken what his favourite film is.
I have. He's not responded yet. Busy day for him today, but another Undertaker episode drops Tuesday, which is craziness. If you're not free next week, mate,
I will listen. I'm going to listen. I'm planning to listen to it tomorrow. I've got a day in the office, so I'll just headphones in and I'll listen to it.
Your wee mention happens right at the end, man. Right at the end.
Aye. So there was a good. I remember I watched wrestling when I was a kid, and then obviously teenage years happened, and I discovered other things. And I never really watched wrestling. I think until I got back to. I think we were early 20s, and my pal had his flat, and we'd always go back to his flat after I'd been out, and he would put Raw on, and we would sit and watch and have a laugh. And then I never really
The
bothered
best.
again. But now we Emma's get into watching wrestling, so I'll sit and watch it with her now, and it's actually
Good
quite
man.
good. Which, by the way, she fucking was devastated when John Cena went bad because she loved him, and I felt like saying, like he's not really bad. he's just kidding on.
Don't break it for
But
her,
she
mate.
was
Let her
devastated.
believe.
Aye.
Let her believe
But
for as
again,
long as she can.
I remember watching fucking Tugboat and Earthquake and all the guys. That was my childhood watching the wrestling.
Same, mate.
But,
Same.
oh,
It's my adulthood also. Craziness, right?
aye. Mm-hmm.
So aye, if you're not free
But
next week,
anyways,
mate, I'm gonna no day a show next week because if there's no Matthewman, no J Mac, then there's no reason unless anybody wants to step up and throw a film at us. Oh, you're away. What this week? Tomorrow?
aye. I'm away. We go
Tomorrow.
away on Thursday.
Well,
Mhm.
Matthewman, I hope you have a good
So-
time away. It'll
Can't
be strangely weird sitting here without any ears, but nonetheless,
I
I give
need
this
to
film.
try and find something. Sorry.
Eh? No, I was just saying I give this
I'll need to
film
try
a
and
6
find-
out of 10.
Aye, it's a product of its time. It's one of the films.
And that's a good
you
6.
go to
That's a good
appreciate
6.
what it is. But I'm going to need to find something to watch on the plane. I've got memories of last year on holiday, sitting down on the plane, and I had kept a film to watch. I hadn't watched it since it came out, and I sat down with my bottles of. Can I say? Well, I won't say it just in case you get kicked off, but my wee miniatures, and I sat and watched Beverly Hill Cop, Axel Foley, with a big smile on my face on this plane. So,
Hell
and
yeah,
I was gutted because I thought Happy Gilmore 2 was coming out, and it's still out for another few weeks. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to watch on the plane because you need to be kind of watch what you're watching, so that nobody about you is like going like fuck. What's he watching?
Well, I tried to watch. Was it Little Things or something? What's that Emma Stone thing and Willem Dafoe? Pretty Little Things or something like that. And I was like, I'm not comfortable watching this, and she's naked. But on top of that, I thought this film's pish. Turned it off, and I put Predators on and watched that on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right.
By the way, have you watched the animated Predator one yet?
No, yet. I will.
Okay. I enjoyed that. I quite enjoyed that.
I'll definitely get a bash.
I think there's a lot of people shitting on it online, but I don't tend to listen to these people. But I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it, actually.
28 years later, and I'm sitting here flying the flag for it like hell.
I've not watched it yet.
There's one for the flight, mate. Get and a boot it, man. Are you there still, Matthew Monroe? Stuff just cut out. Oh no, I think he might have cut out. Tap 3 times if you can hear us, Matthewman. Matthewman. Oh no, lads and lassies. He did say that if he froze or cut out, it was because his lecky's been funny. So this may be the case. Andy Gibbs says 28 years is a letdown. Here, I'm taking a screenshot of this. It's frozen in time and space, man. He's away. Well, on that note, folks, have a great weekend. And if I don't see you next week, and I'll definitely see you the weekend after, tune into the mic check with Mr. Anderson on Tuesday over on YouTube, where you get to see me chatting some fuzz with The Undertaker. How cool is that? Ken talks about his time with The Undertaker. And I got to speak to Undertaker crew, which is just fucking craziness. So Matthewman sends over his good nights, and we'll see you maybe next weekend. If not, definitely the weekend after, where I'll be joined once again by J Mac if he makes it back for the Mediterranean Sea. Thanks again, folks. Thanks to Craig Matthewman tuning in the night, and thank you all, you lovely people. You guys fucking make this worthwhile. Not that it's not worthwhile already, but you guys absolutely add the fucking flavour to it. So thank you. We'll see you guys next weekend, maybe.
Kevin on the mic, sharp like a blade. J-Mac cracks a joke, got the crowd swayed. Sundays light up as they set the stage. Two voices cutting through the digital age. Oh, Kevin and Jay, they roll like thunder. The bond isn't fake, it'll pull you under. They laugh, they clap, but they never found her. Brothers in the spotlight, the love is louder. And loyal week after week. She laughs till her ribs ache, the jokes that they speak. Matthewman drops his takes, always on point. The podcast rolls smooth, two kings on the joint. Oh, Kevin and Jay.